Well, it is that time again, my absolute favorite time of year, and it's time to get this garden finally cleaned up, which should have already happened, but procrastination is, like our last video said, it's also not always good, because I've got, somehow, this is just, I don't know, it feels like it multiplied. I know it didn't, but it feels like it really multiplied. So I gotta get all this cleaned out. I also have to get these beds. Like, some of them are fine and don't really need to be touched at all. Gotta get this kale pulled out. It just, it didn't do. And then over here, our raised bed. Gotta get that stuff pulled out of there. And I gotta clean up my strawberries. So Ethan's out here. He's gonna help me. But we're gonna tackle this today. And I told you guys I was gonna get another video out sooner. And here I am doing it. So I'm proud of me. But yeah, so let's get it started. We did actually have this cover put on properly, and then we got a bunch of wind. It blew it off again. So we're clearly gonna have another issue with this year, but it's okay. It only needs to go on long enough for these seeds to get started, and then I can just pull it off. But I am gonna do some repairs to it, just not today, but it will happen within the week. Also, need to come up with a way to keep these guys out this year, because this should not be happening. Go on. All's not completely lost with the kale though, because our little rabbit friend is gonna get to enjoy a nice yummy snack. Here you go, buddy. Here you go, buddy. He said, I'll snack on it after you leave. Also, gonna give them some of these weeds here to snack on. If I can get them out of our little cage things we had them covered with. Which was not supposed to cover weeds. It was supposed to cover our herbs. But we got weeds. Those are not for you. I'm not gonna spoil you when you're trying to dig up my garden. Would you like some this time, buddy? Would you like some this time? Our strawberry bed is also looking a little rough. Other than the ones that are still good. Like, there's still plenty that are good and alive. And then we've got some down here on the ground. But I'm finally going to get in here today and clear this out. That way, it's all ready once they start to bloom. And we can harvest some really good strawberries this year. I grabbed the ones that I could get. I have so many gloves.
There's another one right there.
Looking slightly better already. And the chickens were just over here. They were very happy to try to start digging through there. But it's looking better. That back there, I'm leaving because it has like all of my seed saving stuff. I have like little bottles and I'm gonna keep some seeds in. It's also got like an irrigation system. So that I'm leaving there for now. Don't know where else to put it for the moment, but I do need to get like something better to put it in other than a very much so falling apart trash can. But yeah, Hi. Hi, what are you doing? No. Was he behind me the whole time and I wasn't?
Yes.
I'm oblivious.
I kept going over your shoulder.
Hello, James. Yeah. Hello, James. James is being very helpful with just looking cute. Little assistant. Well, friends, that was almost really bad. Let me zoom in for you if I can. And I can't. That's a black widow. I think that it is dead. I'm not going to test it with my hand. I'm going to go grab a stick. However, I just got a lesson in let's not just quickly try to grab through things that have been laying there all season. Because I stuck my hand right beside it and that would have not been very good. I actually saw this little, it's not a ladybug, it's some type of beetle. But I saw that first and I went to go like flick it off the bag. And when I put my hand down, it touched right beside that. A little freaked out. Not gonna lie. Making good progress though, but maybe I need to slow the progress down just a little bit because I would like to not be bitten by any spiders today, but especially not a black widow. But I'm pretty sure, like 90%. I actually may have just killed it because I don't know. Do they live in weather this cold? I don't know. I'm really not. I don't know. I'm definitely not an expert on black widows, but it looks like I may have just accidentally squished it. But either way, going over what I got done, I did get this kind of organized. I got some of my trays. I have to add that tray over here to it. But no, that actually I'm leaving over there. I just need to clean up the area. And then, but I've got these trays. I've got my little tools here. All those gloves that were like sitting down here on the ground, I ended up getting Ethan to take those to the laundry. That way we could wash them. Down here I'm just gonna have those little red planters that I use. We planted some radish in them last year. I'm probably gonna do something bigger for radish this year, but we may grow some, I'm not sure, in those. And then I've just got some foam cups that are still here for seed starting. That container that just had something that grew in it for a little time. Anyways, so making good progress. This here, I was clearing out these grow bags. That's where I found the spider, but got this whole area cleaned up. All those bags of like soil and stuff tossed out, but I was trying to just roll all these bags and just put them all in one. That way they're not just scattered everywhere, because I do really need these and don't want them to get messed up, which again, should have already been done, but here we are. At least we're doing it now. But I'm gonna get rid of this guy and go slow for the rest of these bags because that freaked me out. Lizard. Where? There's a little lizard trying to stay warm. Hello. Here, I'll hold him. Don't grab him, just let him crawl on your hand.
Crawl on my hand. Can't grab him.
Careful, be gentle, very gentle. It's a little too tight. Well, we're gonna put him away now.
That felt weird.
Felt weird?
Yes.
Hopefully we can find somewhere warm for him to go. No, James, this is not for you. Okay, back to work. I'm gonna get all this dirt off of here. Once I get ready to plant these, I'll spray them off, but they'll be fine while they wait. I may try to grow some potatoes in these grow bags this year. And I wanted to get them planted already, because if you plant by like Valentine's Day, you can be ready to harvest in May, but I didn't get them planted by Valentine's Day, so we'll see. So I was cleaning this tray out and I was like, yeah, I was supposed to get these cantaloupe seeds and put them away so that we would have seeds for this year. And this, friends, is why us ADHD gardeners need to take notes and set 5,000 alarms to do things, because here I have all these cantaloupe seeds and they're probably not going to do anything, but I'm going to toss them out and just say, hey, good luck. And if we get a cantaloupe out there, we do. If not, we don't. But I'm not going to waste like garden space trying to hope that these will grow. I'm just going to get some different cantaloupe seeds and actually, you know, try my best to get them to grow. And then this year, make very good notes of, hey, get the seeds and put them inside. So, yeah, that's what's happening with these. I have a different assistant now. Mr. Wilson decided to come help me. But, yeah, this is looking a whole lot better so far. I lost my human helper. He had to go get ready. He's heading over to his Nina and Papa's to spend the night. And I have to go get Isabel and pick her up because she just spent the night there this weekend. So I gotta go pick her up and drop him off. And yeah, so I may not get to all this today, but look at the difference in these beds already. Like these, we really didn't have to do anything to. I had like the amaranth. I had to pull the amaranth stalk out of there. This one here, there was like a couple little weeds sticking out. Ethan tackled most of this one for me. There's still a couple little weeds in there I gotta pull out, but that's all right. This one, again, really didn't have to do much to it, and all that kale got fed to the rabbits. This one is mostly done. The only green that's in there is just stuck to those, so I just have to organize those. I just keep them in this corner here. And the one thing I haven't gotten to yet is these strawberries. And this is like the main thing that I really need to get done. And I just have not gotten it done yet. I don't know if I've got time to do this today. I don't know. But overall, I've made a lot of progress. These 3 bags are just soil that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to stack those up so they look a little better. But I got all the trash picked up, with the exception of the broken trash bag holding my stuff back there. But that's gonna stay back there till I can get another container. But I think it looks a lot better right here. It looks kind of junky in my camera, and I'm like, if we just move past the soil bags, it looks much better. But I will be coming in and starting seeds this week. That'll be a separate video for you guys, but I am going to start some seeds. I've got to start some tomatoes. I need to get some tomato seeds ordered. There's a couple different varieties that I really, really want to grow this year that are just absolutely delicious. And I've had them, but I haven't grown them myself yet. But that's what we're looking at now. But it looks really good. And this was like a complete mess under here. Again, we're going to hide that one trash bag. But this here was like a complete mess. It had so much stuff just everywhere. And this was a mess. My little gardening tray here. So I've got all my seed starting trays, tools, all that. My extra containers that I can start bigger stuff in, or if I need to just transplant stuff for the time being, I can. So it's looking good. This tray, I don't know, I had this out because I was like, oh, I started my seeds. But I think I'm just going to lay this with these and just kind of stack it underneath those, because it's not really, it's just kind of hanging out on my seed starting table for nothing. And then, yeah, I got to go through my seeds that are inside. These I'm not sure about. Don't know how well they're going to do because they've just kind of been in this jar, but they've been in the elements. So I'm not really sure how well they're going to do. But I do still have a ton of seeds inside that I know are going to do good. These things here, this is my bee balm. That is rosemary. These are just waiting for something else to go in them. That I do need to dump out real quick. And then I've got my rosemary here. I hate that I kind of let my rosemary get a little leggy. And now it's, you know, the bottom is bare, but the top's doing good. I should have really trimmed that down. So I am actually, let me just, let's see, find my scissors. I'm just going to snip the top off of that. That way, hopefully, it will, that way it'll just continue to grow the bushy part of the plant out versus the tall part. And this, I'm just gonna dump this where it sits because that's just root bound soil pretty much. Oh no, wait, that was my mint. Oh my gosh, I got that confused with the other one I dumped out a while ago. This is my mint, which isn't gonna do anything in here anymore because it's just too root bound. It doesn't have room, but we're gonna leave it in there until I get, okay, this is going on my seed starting table before I do that again because I don't want more mint to grow on the ground. Okay, here's where the mint will go. It's just gonna sit in my tray here. That way when I start seeds, I can take this mint out and I'm gonna put it in one of these bigger containers. Probably that pretty blue one. That's like my favorite one down there, but there we go. That's safe now. And hopefully I won't dump it out again. Okay, these, for I do know for a fact, were just, that's just where we had our radish planted. And so I don't know if we'll plant, oh, come on. That is a big root. Oh my gosh, okay. There we go, look at that. Wow. It's a huge root system. Anyways, but this is where I had some of the radishes planted also. And I didn't need to take that out. I could have just pushed past it and planted something, but anyways. And then I got my rosemary, the mint here, more mint. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm gonna call this a day, I think. Actually, no, nope, I forgot these. I just spotted those out of the corner of my eye. I'm gonna go ahead and stack them up so that they don't just end up wherever, blown all over the place. These are my larger seed starting ones. I didn't use these much last year. I mainly use these small cell ones, but I'll probably use these some more this year just because of those small cells. It's hard to keep them like really watered well. These chickens, y'all, they won't quit. I need to build like a little fence area around, that way they won't come in here. And they usually, like, I'm trying to get them to go more down that way, and we are working on building a different chicken coop. That way I can just keep them inside the chicken coop and they won't just be roaming around up here. They'll probably not be too happy with us after just getting to go wherever, but they'll be okay. And that'll keep them safe too and out of my garden. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it at this. I'm pretty happy with where everything is. And the only thing that I have to do now is just get those seeds started. I need to go through and kind of inventory everything that I have. But yeah, I'll bring you along. Like I said, the next video we do, I'll probably do that either maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I have Bible study on Tuesday, so that kind of takes up a lot of my day. But maybe I'll have some time after. Either Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll get that video recorded and then I'll get it posted and put up. But, oh, also, here's where our little lizard friend has found a home. He's all nice and sunbathing, so hopefully that'll keep him warm. But, oh, look at my bag. I actually stole this bag from Irby's van. I saw it in his van and I was like, oh, that would be perfect for like my garden and gathering and foraging and all that. And I told him, I said, I'm taking this. So I stole it from him. I have no clue if he was actually intending on using it for anything, but it's mine now. I'm gonna embroider like some pretty flowers and some vegetables and stuff like that on it. So I'm really excited about this bag and I'm already putting it to use. Look, see, look, Irby, I told you I would use it. Anyways, but I guess that's all for today. thank you guys for joining us today. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit the like button and kind of comment. Let me know kind of what kind of things you guys want to see. I know now that it's gardening season again, we'll have a lot more content going on, but let me know like if you want to see more of the house or what you're wanting to see. And there's a car driving by, so I'm a little self-conscious. Bye guys. All right, so here's how it looks after I finished. I think it was a lot better. Strawberries are still the same, unfortunately, but I didn't have time to get to those. I will get to them in the morning, but here is how the greenhouse is looking. Again, we got some happy chickens. You guys are gonna have to go away down to your area and out of my garden soon. But got it done.